Welcome to the Cody Felger Podcast, a podcast dedicated to talking Colts football. Here is your host, Cody Felger.
Welcome back to the Cody Felger Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Cody Felger. Happy Thursday. The weekend's almost here, and that's exciting. Well, today I wanted to look at my free agent wish list of who I think the Colts should look at and potentially sign in the offseason. Now we're entering day 2 of free agency officially, but basically day 4 as tampering began on Monday. So here is my list of the top 5 players still on the market who I believe the Colts should go after. My first one is wide receiver Golden Tate, who got traded last year from the Detroit Lions to the Philadelphia Eagles. Tate out of Notre Dame, go Irish. Now I know I'm going to get some fans who say, no way, Tate's like 30 years old. Well, here's my reasoning. Yes, the Colts already signed Devin Funchess earlier in the offseason, but they are still lacking a slot receiver. While he's 30, Tate's an 8-year veteran and has recorded 1,000-yard seasons in 3 of his last 5 seasons. For how bad the Colts receiving core was for most of the 2018 season, signing Tate would just make sense for this team. Next on my list is Jay Ajayi. Originally selected in the 2015 draft in the 5th round out of Boise State, Ajayi came in and played pretty well for the Miami Dolphins, recording a 1,000-yard season in his second year. After being traded to the Philadelphia Eagles in the 2017 season, Ajayi was part of a backfield that helped the Eagles beat the Patriots in Super Bowl 52. Unfortunately for Ajayi in 2018, the back tore his ACL. Coming off of an injury, Ajayi would likely not command a whole lot of money. At 6 foot, 223 pounds, Ajayi would be the perfect complement to Mack. Pairing Mack with an elite between the tackles runner like Ajayi would make perfect sense for this franchise. Next on my list, Justin Houston. While Houston's age may turn off some fans, there's no denying that the pass rusher is extremely talented. Houston recorded 9 sacks in 12 games in 2018, which is equal to the Colts' leading sacker from the 2018 team. Indianapolis was also in the bottom half in getting to the quarterback in 2018. While there may be some injury concerns with Houston, he is certainly a player that can help teach and lead some of the Colts' young and talented pass rushers. Throw in a connection with Colts GM Chris Ballard from Kansas City, and this signing makes sense for both sides. Next on the list, Darius Philon. Similar to Denico Autry, Philon has played behind studs such as Corey Liuget on the Chargers' defensive line. With injuries hitting the Chargers' front in 2018, Philon was given more opportunity and recorded 4 sacks and 14.5 pressures. From Kyle Posey of ChargersWire.com, Darius Philon has been a productive player for the Chargers the last couple of years. He's done a fine job of not only stepping in and seizing control of Corey Liuget's job, but he's made some timely plays that were much needed for the defense. Philon is also very young at only 25 years old and is just entering his prime. The Colts should also look to upgrade their defensive line, and signing Philon screams like a Chris Ballard move. And the final player on my list, Adrian Phillips. While the Colts missed out on the Landon Collins sweepstakes, Phillips offers a solid option at the strong safety position. The Colts have yet to sign 2018 starter Clayton Geathers and would love to add depth to their safety position. Throw in Phillips, who's a 7-game starter for the Chargers last season. While up to this point in his career he's been doing spot duty behind some talented safeties, Phillips could be primed for a breakout season if given a bigger role in 2019. For the Chargers in 2018, Phillips elevated his game and solidified himself as one of the leaders of the entire defense. He was also a playmaker in the Chargers secondary against both the pass and the run. Phillips led the league in special teams tackles with 19 and also finished the season with 94 tackles, 10 passes defended, 4 tackles for loss, and 1 interception. Chris Ballard has expressed his love for players who are very versatile, and Phillips earned a Pro Bowl bid last year for his work on special teams. He's only 26 and can only get better from here. What do you think of my list? Be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment on who you think the Colts should sign in free agency.